Lobotomy Corporation has some freaky monsters, so I decided to rank them all without knowing a single thing about them. I haven't played a single Project Moon game, but it's always been something I wanted to get into. Instead of spending hours researching lore and losing over and over just to get yelled at by comments anyway, I'm just gonna look at the pretty designs first. Well, the art is pretty, but oh my god, it can be horrifying. Normally I rate things by hotness, but I'm gonna have to switch things up this time around. Just kidding, some of these monsters are still hot, but I'll add coolness and scariness to the criteria, because some of these designs go really hard. Also, I'll try and guess what each abnormality does. Each monster has complicated mechanics, but I'm just gonna ignore that and invent my own. Some feel pretty obvious, but others, what even is this game? I fact-checked this video with the help of my Project Moon expert friend, who will make little comments here and there to express disappointment. There's just one issue. I'm a huge softie. I don't like blood and scary things, which is ironic given everything I'm about to show you. Keep that in mind if you disagree with my rankings, and let me know what I got wrong about each abnormality in the comments. Subscribe too, please. The first abnormality is a cute one, the training dummy. A little guy who probably acts as a tutorial or maybe a way to test your damage. I doubt this thing will fight back, and it's very cute. High scores already. I'm sure the second entry will be, oh my goodness! Oh, that's a burnt corpse. There was a scorched girl in the facility. It looks like a dead body, but I'm sure it walks around and lights stuff on fire. Scary as that may be, that feels low on the danger scale for this game, so it gets a lower threat score, but high creepiness. One sin and hundreds of good deeds. That name is crazy cool. Based on the name, it is harmless until you accidentally kill an ally, then it goes crazy and slaughters everything. Mostly safe though, and very cool. Magical Girl, or alternatively, the Queen of Hatred. I see a cute girl form and a giant snaky thing here, though a classic tale of a cute magical girl with an evil contract, or maybe she is just evil. If I had to guess, she fights abnormalities with you, but if you use her power too much, she turns demon mode and demons everywhere. The snaky form isn't terribly scary, but it is cool, so she gets a 5 in cuteness, a 4 in coolness, and a 3 in threat. Happy Teddy Bear. It definitely kills people. I love plushies, but I don't like this one. Maybe it, kills you? Probably easy to defeat, so a 2 in kill ability. The Red Shoes. Just red shoes. In the original story, they help you get home, but this is an evil game, so they probably turn your employees evil when you put them on. But just don't put them on? Are they gonna grow legs? That's a low threat. Theresia. A music box, but there's blood on it, so already scarier than the last inanimate object. The music can go two ways, helps you or kills you. I like to think it's RNG and totally not worth it. A high threat, but only because gambling is awesome. Old lady. What am I even supposed to say about this one? Beware her throwing cookie shurikens. I guess those soulless eyes are scary, and old people scare me anyway, so that's a 3 in scariness, but just a little threatening. Nameless fetus. Okay, back to plain scary. Something about this design tells me that it will eat you. It reminds me of that funny guy from My Singing Monsters. Just a lot scarier and grosser and eats you more. The lady facing the wall. Yacht! Awooga! Is that supposed to be scary? Send me in there. I'll handle it. I don't care whatever instant kill abilities it has. I run a Monster Girl channel. I'm immune to everything Monster Girl related. A 5 in hotness because I haven't been able to use that score much. A 3 in scariness, but that just boosts the hotness, let's be honest. Nothing there. And we're back to horrifying. What is this thing? A fleshy, rectangular, cubey thingy? And I'm also seeing a humanoid flesh thingy. I quit my job. I doubt those organs belong to it, so maybe it's an amalgamation of people it murdered. And that big humanoid guy is the instant spirit body of distorted killing form that acts as a phase shift. Certainly feels like a boss monster, so that's a 5 in threat, and a 2 in hotness, don't question it. 1.76 megahertz. Static? Or some kind of signal? It fills your screen with static, stopping you from looking at the game while the other monsters kill you. If true, that's an annoying mechanic, but not very scary. True micromanagers don't need eyes. Singing machine. A doohickey, a thingamajig, looks harmless until you open it. Fits right in with the other maniacs. The singing part probably comes from the sound it makes while it's killing you, but it doesn't really look like it moves, so just don't get in it. Or you can throw your enemies in it instead. How useful. The silent orchestra. What good is an orchestra that's silent? I see multiple entities here, so I'm guessing different instruments get added over time until you reach max. Then they become less silent and more violent. Sounds fun to fight and probably a mini-boss of sorts. High coolness rating for the cool name and cool mechanic that I just made up. Warm-hearted woodsman. Another really cool design, a big robot with a furnace chest. Seeing all the blood inside it tells me that it shoves your employees inside to use as fuel, and the big axe is there to make that job easier. It also gives me mini-boss energy, or maybe just regular boss energy, if this game even has those. Maxed out coolness, but for some reason I get the vibe it isn't a difficult boss to beat. The Snow Queen. Now this definitely looks like a boss. I love ice enemies. I can't really tell what she does though, so I'm just gonna go with the boring answer of turning you into an ice cube. Those weird ice thingies look good for stabbing. Coolness, because ice, a 5, and normal coolness, a 4. Probably a harder boss than the Woodsman. Big Bird. Hahaha, this is a funny guy. It looks cute. The many, many eyes probably lets it see across the whole facility and choose a particular employee to brutally slaughter. But that's fine, it gets cute privilege. Hope you can tame it and make it a friend. All-around helper. Screw that last bird, this is my new best friend. So cute! The red eyes and bloody utensils are a little concerning, but it might just be good at surgery. It definitely helps you out at the facility, performing surgery to heal your employees. I stake my life on that. So, top tier cuteness and 0 threat. Snow White's apple. A pretty creature with long arms and an apple head. I'll assume the name and design are a red herring and it doesn't just sleep all day, so maybe it hands you cool apples to eat. However, 1 in 10 apples are evil apples that poison you. Overall, not that dangerous and very pretty. Spider Bud. Back to scary. I don't mind spiders, but this is absolutely one of those really annoying enemies that constantly spawns little spiderlings until you defeat it. Not actually that dangerous, but super frustrating to deal with. Beauty and the Beast. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is a big monster. One that escapes and claws you to death, but defeat it and it'll turn into a hot guy that helps you out. I've never actually read Beauty and the Beast, so I'll assume the fairy tale goes the same way. Still a pretty cool design. I like the mismatched body parts from different animals. Plague Doctor. This is the only abnormality I've seen that has 3 different forms, so it might actually be the final boss. I hope I'm right. The first one is a Plague Doctor with cool wings. It's peak edgy design, which means he must be important. Next is what looks to be a biblically accurate angel, along with a mass production Evangelion. Using all my brain power, I have deduced that the Plague Doctor warns you that the facility will be invaded by angels, and you have a bunch of days to prepare until they do. Once they are all dead, you win the game. Woohoo! For a final boss of the game, it must be really difficult, but the design is really cool, and I'd bang the Plague Doctor. Don't touch me. Huh, much easier than the last one. Just don't touch it. All you have to do is not touch it. Extremely difficult, the most dangerous abnormality. Rudolta of the Sleigh. Wow, I really hate this one. The quote goes hard though. It likely drops presents off around the facility, but the presents are actually bombs. Other than that, extremely ugly and I hate it. Queen Bee. Still scary, but I'm starting to get desensitized to these things. I don't know much about bees, but I know they sting and are venomous. So, this thing right here stings you and is venomous. I'm a genius. Seems like a mid-tier enemy, probably a bit annoying. Bloodbath. Not scary, but only because having a realistic image here is funny to me. Under any other circumstance, extremely terrifying. I don't really know what this thing would do because bats can't really move, but maybe it throws blood at you or something. Not that threatening. Opened can of well cheers. This thing is awesome. Shrimp? Free soda? Maybe the soda is actually evil soda that hypnotizes me, but I don't care. 10 out of 10 awesome. I increased the numbers on the scale to give the illusion of a higher score. Alreun. This one's not bad, just a kinda cute llama thingy. The cool hat overpowers any feelings of uncanniness I have. I'd keep it as some sort of guard dog. Forsaken Murderer. Why do we even keep these things around? It's just a guy. Worse, an evil guy. Even worse, he's bald. He has this weird helmet thingy too that's not fashionable at all. I'm sure he just breaks free from that straitjacket and goes on murder mode. Compared to what we've seen this far, not that intimidating. Child of the Galaxy. A crying kid with a cool galaxy overlay. Almost like those cheap Roblox outfits. It seems to have cool space powers, so maybe it explodes those who makes it cry. Just give it Robux and it will be happy. Punishing Bird. A bird. Like some punishing gray raven. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but it's cute. Oh right, the whole monster thing. Perhaps it pecks at bad people. Or innocents too. I doubt it hurts that much, so that's a low score. Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. A really cool creature with a long name. It just nonchalantly poses until it runs at you and shoots at you with style. The mercenary part tells me that it can be hired to be a force of good, as long as you have enough money. Very cool design, very cool mechanic, probably. Very awesome. Big and will be bad wolf. Every little red needs a bad wolf to kill. They must be enemies. Or allies, hopefully not allies. It's cute until it transforms into a badass wolf form. Maybe they fight it out and the winner gets to be your ally. Also top tier awesomeness. Fragment of the Universe. An otherworldly figure that's kind of funny looking. Alien creatures in these kind of games tend to mess with your mind, so it probably drives your employees insane. Not us though, we are safe behind the screen. Doesn't seem that important of an enemy, though a low score. Crumbling Armor. Samurai gear to become the ultimate weeaboo. If you are worthy, perhaps it will grant you super cool sword powers. And if you aren't, it just kills you. That will always be worth the risk. I need this in real life. Judgment bird. That's not a bird. I mean, it kinda looks like one. The other bird was cuter. What if this guy shows up to judge you, and if you are deemed cringe, then the punishment bird kills you? This guy just judges, so not that bad. Apocalypse bird. Never mind. This is the one that kills you. The others are fine. This one is bad. Surely a boss, but how do you even kill this thing? Ooh, I bet it's a super boss. That means you lost if it even gets summoned. But there's definitely some broken build out there that can kill it anyway for a super cool weapon. The King of Greed. So there's a crystal form and a monster form. The name is obviously hinting at punishing you for being greedy, but I'm thinking it's actually a test. Do well enough to trigger the monster, kill it, and then you are set for life. Definitely threatening, but not impossible. The Little Prince. A weird mushroom thingy that is supposedly a prince. I don't believe it. Acts like the Hypno Shroom from Plants vs. Zombies. Get too close and your workers become evil. Probably messes up new players, but anyone experienced would know what to do. Letita. A doll, I think? He moves like a doll. I'll take it. More doll representation is always welcome. Drawing on my extensive doll knowledge, you will be happy if someone is near her, get angry and kill people. I've done the same thing back in the day. The Funeral of the Dead Butterflies. Whoa, we got a cool guy over here. It's dead, so I don't see the issue here, but it probably opens its coffin to spew butterflies everywhere, thus doing a small number of damage 1 billion times that can be countered with armor. Not that hard with the right gear. There are Freischütz. Now this is the coolest guy in the game. Giant awesome gun, huge portal to shoot people through, hopefully a fun fight with badass music. The original story involved a cursed 7th bullet, so maybe every 7th bullet heals you, or it can become an ally and every 7th bullet shoots a worker. Either way, so cool. Dream of a Black Swan. The lamest guys in town. They look super lame. The monster form isn't bad, but it already lost all its aura. That portrait though, maybe a little aura. As for what they do, each are missing a body part, so maybe combine them all and they start a generic podcast. Back to being lame. The Dreaming Current. A whale thing that runs at you with legs that look too human. I bet it's just a simple creature that gets mad and runs at you. Somehow still one of the most annoying enemies in the game. The Burrowing Heaven. A scary tree that kills you horrifyingly. I gotta know why it's so important to keep these things around. Hey, it could be nice. No, it stabs you. The Knight of Despair. Finally, an elegant figure. Kinda. Rapiers are a cool weapon, so I let it pass. The death animations are wacky, but it feels like a simple fight. Dodge the rapiers or die. Interesting in substance, but not that threatening. The Naked Nest. Another spawner enemy. Our original. Fairly creepy, but a low threat level. Mountain of Smiling Bodies. Okay, another big monster, but not our original. This one grows in size, so it must be a DPS check. Let it live too long and it gets super ultra powerful. Scary, but if you can't win, then you weren't gonna win anyway. Shiden Food. A lockbox with a hyper-realistic eye, and drills for toes. The eye definitely doesn't like to be looked at, so you send in a blind worker to work on it instead. But this increases the chances of slipping and falling, which is fatal. Cool enemy, love the design. The Heart of Aspiration, an item abnormality. Holding it makes you feel brave and immune to psychological damage. Cool name. Notes from a crazed researcher. The inverse of the heart. Holding it makes you crazy, but immune to physical damage. Funny name. Flesh Idol. A cross that reminds me of a war banner. It'll inspire your allies to get increased attack speed, but I don't know how any of that is inspiring. Creepy name. Giant Tree Sap. Looks like a healing potion, so it probably heals you, at the cost of making you slower since sap is sticky. Standard JRPG name. Mirror of Adjustment. A mirror to fix your hair, make sure your outfit looks cool. I don't know what the hell this does. Maybe it randomly randomizes your appearance. A name. Shelter from the 27th of March. Looks like a normal shelter. What if it replenishes your food but slowly drives you insane? That feels like a reasonable conclusion, but kinda boring. Fairy Festival. Big fairies with cute faces. To be honest, I don't know if I need to censor this, so I will anyway. Finally, another abnormality that looks like it helps you, or maybe it cutely cheers you on while you work. Thank you, fairy with an abnormal appearance. Meat Lantern. Another cute one, yeah, no. Looks like it kills you like an anglerfish, but with our meta knowledge of anglerfishes, it's probably not a threat. We can change anything. An Iron Maiden, but based off the name, there's probably more to it. Instead of killing you instantly, it can upgrade you, along with a chance of killing you instantly, obviously. A cool robo-arm would be nice. Express Train to Hell. Don't get on the train? It's a pretty badass looking train that I might actually fall for it. I'm too broke for a ticket though, but maybe that's the counterplay. Points for being a badass flaming train. Scarecrow Searching for Wisdom. I know the story. It's looking for a brain, and it's gonna steal your brain. Joke's on you, I don't have a brain. I'm really good at this game. Dimensional Refraction Variant. More static? This looks like evil static. It's hard to see, and I'm sure it's immune to normal attacks. Maybe a magic bullet could kill it though. Bonus points for the cool name. Censored. I don't know if I can show this one, it's too scary. There we go, I covered it up for you. Something about it is too scary to even look at, so it probably just makes you go crazy by being near it. Shoot it with giant ballistas from a distance, easy peasy. Skin Prophecy. Another item that looks like a Necronomicon. You shouldn't read it. If you do, it'll curse you in exchange for some cool buff. Never mind, it's totally worth it. I still hate the name. Portrait of Another World. A canvas that does something. I'll lean into it being a Dark Souls reference that transports you to another world to get stronger. Today's shy look. Go back, I'm sorry, I'll make a different video. Changes faces based off the day, each do different things, none of them I want anything to do with. Easy to deal with if you aren't squeamish like me. Blue Star. That's better, leg fetishists are probably going crazy right now. I'll say this is a normal difficulty enemy whose gimmick is being really fast. More legs, runs fast. Not too bad of an enemy. You Must Be Happy. A machine with a bunch of grabby arms. The name is all I have to go off of, so send a happy employee into the machine and it'll approve. Easy enough if you treat your employees well. Surely you do that, right? Super duper easy. Luminous Bracelet. Another tool that is glowy. Shines brightly to illuminate and scare monsters. Counters some abnormalities, useless against others. Typical stuff. Pretty name. Behavior Adjustment. One of those items that turns your worker into a computer-controlled one. If that's what it does, that sounds terrible. Terrible name. Old Faith and Promise. A giant pendant thing that also glows. You can take a chance at making it glow, thus giving you a 100% success rate on any game when you do thereafter. Essential item with amazing name. Porcubus. A cute creature. No idea what it's based off of. Probably kills you the same, if not harder than the others. It's cute while doing it. Void Dream. A sheep that can also be a chicken, I guess. Puts you to sleep unless you have yummy coffee to keep it awake and beat it to death. The name is so much cooler than the design. Brave of Cherry Blossoms. A tree that doesn't seem to move, so it turns the room into the optimal roleplay space. That's it, but it's awesome, so it gets a high score. Firebird. A blazing phoenix who starts charred, then goes fire mode and hits you with Volcanic Viper. A pretty design. I like to think it heals you instead of kills you. Yin. Where's Yang? Yang. There you are. These probably come together, little symbols that turn into big fish. It's gotta be one of those duo bosses where you kill one and the other gains all its health back and gets supercharged. They are summoned if you feel like you are up to the challenge and want cool loot. Challenging, but worth it. Backward Clock. Helps you tell the time. That's all there is to it. Assuming the best, maybe it counts down how long until the next abnormality attacks so you can prepare. How kind. Thank you, Clock. Just for that, you get a high cuteness score. El Pianto de la Luna. Finally, a pretty woman. Plays a variety of songs. Some kill you, some help you. A chaotic effect that could be useful makes sense for this game. Army in Black. A figure trapped in a crystal. I actually know about this one because I watched my friend get slaughtered by it in his game. Therefore, I know it spawns cool shadow clones to annihilate you and throw everything into ruin. Really cool design and mechanic. Hipode. Hipode? Cute dog. This is great. It can turn into a monster form, but that form is also great. It's got a badass tattoo. I can't believe a random dog is a top scorer. Parasite Tree. A big tree that takes over your employees. How it does that, I'm not sure. Maybe it just says, follow my orders, or something like that. Pretty neat, but it looks more like a leaf than a tree. Melting Love. Thank God, a real monster girl. I'm right at home. Maxed out hotness, maxed out awesomeness, I'm in love. Even with the monster form. I'll put on my expert glasses and tell you all about this slime girl. She most definitely dissolves you, but that's worth it. She turns big mode when she dissolves enough people, and that's it. The love part tells me she is great at hugs. Clouded Monk. A cool, imposing figure with an ugly true form. That ruins it! All the aura is gone! Oh well, we still have one more abnormality. Surely that means it is the lastest and coolest one. You're bald. Great. An abnormality that turns you bald. I miss the slime girl. Well, we know for a fact that the root of all evil is baldness, so this is truly the most catastrophic creature on the list. One day I will eliminate all bald people. And that's all of them. Man, those were some horrifying creatures, especially that last one. I was promised hot girls going in, and that was mostly a lie, but there were some really cool abnormalities in there. My favorite was definitely their Freischütz for his absolute coolness, and my least favorite was that weird tree because it literally appeared in a nightmare of mine a few days ago. Maybe I can manifest the slime girl next time. Let me know what I got wrong in the comments so I can feel bad about myself. Thanks for watching. Subscribe or I turn you bald.